All right, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, Connor on Chain. Looking at the markets, guys. Oh, yo, look at these numbers, bro. So as you guys know, the last couple days we giga nuked in the market, right? Absolutely dumped like crazy. And this was literally on August 5th. 3 days later, we are all the way back up to 62 now, which is absolutely nuts. This was probably, again, I'm going to get into this correction here and some things about it, but as of right now, this was a very fast push to the upside. And again, the main thing I want to cover with it is I'm very skeptical of when we have such major moves happening this quickly in the market, right? So I'm like I said, I'm skeptical of this, move, even though on a daily, literal god candle, right? We're up 13% in a day for Bitcoin. ETH is up 15. Sol is up 12%. We haven't seen majors up that hard in a long time. I mean, granted, again, obviously all this happened. I had a bunch of bullish news come out, not related to the stock. I mean, stock, yeah, not related to crypto today, which started to move stocks as well. I'm pretty sure it was like the unemployment, something like that. But with this, initially I thought we'd be bouncing in a range between. I was just saying, let me just get out of the way here. I thought we'd be bouncing in between 50K to about 56, 57 for at least another few days. The fact that we are going up this quick, I think it just shows how bullish, the market really is, how much we've been waiting for a huge dip to then continue up. But in the short term, firmly expect a massive pullback, at least all the way to 57, 58, if not even lower. Might bounce around here, do something like that. I think at least for the next week, we are probably going to chop. Again, I do not think we're just going to be at 68 in 2 days. I could be wrong, but the thing that's mainly what I wanted to cover, looking at Bitcoin just over the last few days, right? Shout out to everyone who's been in the market. These are the corrections that sometimes do happen in crypto. And this is why it is so key. You need to train your mental mindset when it comes to massive dips, corrections, no matter what the reasoning is. It always happens in this market. When we're in a supposed bull market or, just a full blown bull market, right? Jumping into dips is usually a very great strategy. Once you can find some sort of short term bottom, and obviously when the sentiment is at its worst, the fear and greed index, I think on this day was literally under 20. It was like, I think 17, 18, or 19 or something. That was the lowest I think I've personally seen it in a long time. And it's just across the board right now. Obviously because ETH2 is up 15% in a day, right? We're seeing coins of, any and everything. RWAs are starting to pump. IXS is up 30% today. Mog, Retardio, Mumu still doing well. Mog is up almost 40% right now. Tau, Render, ton of great AI projects, all up 20 to 30% on the day. Kind of as expected when you see ETH have such a huge move in a span of 24 hours, right? Anything and everything is going to pump when ETH pumps, right? At least for a lot of utility coins. Same with gaming. We got Warped up. Moontropica, DMT, Corpo. Like, lots of stuff is just up like crazy today, right? So I'm still going to show you guys a few coins here that I think still have a ton of long-term upside that still have not had a full-out major push yet to the upside. Soil is a great one, for example. So this is an RWA project. As you can see, the chart, it's all the way up, came back down, had a nice pump, mid July, came back down, and it looks like it's trying to form a double bottom here. But since this is a little bit lower in market cap, I assume that's probably why it hasn't had a huge move yet, because again, this is a brand new rally that just kind of started. I don't expect it to be, the beginning of the like continued upside, like up only now for like months. But in my opinion, I think we're going to see Bitcoin retrace, like I said, and I think a lot of altcoins as well. You're gonna have a push, sideways bounce, and then if we can really decide that this is the beginning of another push after a nice pullback, I think things will just continue to make higher lows, higher highs, and actually trend up. With soil, like I said, I think if we can sustain this pump, have a nice pullback, and move with Bitcoin, this is probably going to start moving back up. So that's my thesis for a lot of RWAs. Mog, Retardio, Mumu. I don't have to say anything, right? Top 3 meme coins, in my personal opinion, right now going forward. OXO and GraphLink, guys. GraphLink is one of my newer favorites. OXO as well. These two are a lot safer bets, in my opinion. Keep in mind, nothing is safe in crypto, but I really like OXO. Or, I know people pronounce it 0x0, or whatever you want to call it, right? But again, this is just like a little prediction for the chart. It's kind of what I'm saying too. Even with soil, like this is on a double bottom already. Looks like it's going to start trending up. If this is going to be a sustained rally, if not, a lot of these coins that are having, really good green days in the next day or two are just going to pull right back to where they were. So keep that in mind. We need to see ETH kind of move, pull back, start trending up, for at least a few days, really showing some strength that it's trying to push up. But based on that, OXO looks like it's probably going to pull maybe a triple bottom by the time this is ready to, make a new high. Because the main thing we got to look at is going to be this level here, 24-25 cents. Whatever happens, if this can, continue up, say just has a huge pump in the next week, pulls back down, if it can make a big leg up and then pull back, even if it goes onto this level, even a good chunk below, that's going to be a beautiful area to then catch the bounce and a continuation. That's what I'd be looking for like OXO. Very strong AI product. Very strong project overall. GraphLink as well. GraphLink is still actually in this downtrend. Even at current levels, it still looks very good. Because, just based off the single candle, it looks like it's probably going to try and break. Yeah, I'm not calling for this to pull a 100% God candle right now, but I'd say in the next, couple daily candles, maybe we do see an attempt to break through. Something like, maybe this can stop lag in the next candle. Maybe have one more bounce down, sideways action, and then we have another push to the upside. So maybe a couple days this goes up, pulls back, goes up. Then shows a lot of strength going forward. But yeah, I know it's been very, very stressful for every single person in this market that has been going through this massive, massive correction. And guys, a lot of the time, it's one thing to try and time, ups and downs, trying to exit your bags up top, buy back in lows. Very hard to do that in this market often. I recommend if you guys want to try it, absolutely try it in the future. But it's very hard, But also I know that holding certain coins, just holding spot positions and seeing your entire net worth. Sometimes when I say go from, up 30%, up 200%, back before when everything's pumping, sometimes, up a few X's, right? And then over the last 4 months, you see everything you had just, drop 60, 70, 80%. Granted you're in, very strong projects, to then eventually see it come all the way back up and even higher than it was before. That is one of the hardest and most stressful things in this market, that a lot of people, have to really understand that it is part of the market, And like I said, I'm usually not the one to just get in and out of coins all the time. I like to find gems, very strong coins that I can just hold going forward, ride with the volatility, not care too much, and then wait until we really start to peak out. That's kind of how I focus on most of my bags. But like I said, I personally don't think from March all the way to now, I don't think people really expected altcoins to dump as hard as they did, right? Because even for me, I look at myself, if I sold every single coin I ever owned at the top in March, I know for a fact I would have bought back multiple times when we tested very low. But the dips keep dipping and they keep dipping and they keep dipping, right? It's very hard to time it and then very stressful as well. If you enter coins you think are at a good position, and then because of market conditions, everything continues to dump, That's also fairly stressful too, because you could take some of those profits you got, throw it into a good coin that you think's at a discount, and then the discount gets even more discounted, So outside of that, I'm kind of just ranting here because, again, I'm right there with a lot of you, holding a lot of certain coin spot positions through the ups and downs. The most violent swings I think we've ever seen just in the last week. It's been unbelievable. Just for example, MOG was down on absolutely insane. This was August 1st. In 1 week, went from almost all-time high. Bro, 75% dump in a week to then recover on 150% move, in Discord I called, if you guys are looking into MOG, jump in anywhere in this area, even around here. Because again, still the highest conviction meme coin going forward in the cycle. Mumu, Retardio, a ton of meme coins dipped insane, and then they bounced back super hard day one, But I want to pull up, I'm going to go pull up Deck Screener. Let's just do a live check of a bunch of random coins, because I haven't looked in the last maybe hour or two outside of certain meme coins. So we also had a fake Trump token launch. That was absolutely ridiculous. The fact that people were shilling this on the timeline all over crypto Twitter. It was a fake Trump coin because apparently, Eric Trump, which I guess is Trump's son, has been saying he's potentially dropping a token or some sort of protocol. There was a coin that launched literally called, I think this, Restore, it might be this one, Restore the Public. Launched all over Twitter. People were saying this is supposedly the Trump coin. Yeah, it's just look at this. It's you gotta be kidding me, bro. It's when you're dealing with a lot of these coins, guys, a lot of times speculation like that can get you wiped. Especially if you're rotating from conviction bets into, coins like this. Well, the reason why I say that is because, again, this, obviously when you have someone of that caliber, if he's going to launch a coin, I don't recommend it at all. I don't know why he would ever do that. Anyone even related to him like that, that's really pushing it right now in the time being. But for you to claim you're dropping a token, but then, have a coin not even confirmed from the person, just launch, and then everyone on Twitter is, claiming it's a rumor of this token. Again, something that's not even confirmed. and then you're aping everything you got into something like this, thinking it's the one, thinking you're aping into it early because he hasn't tweeted it out yet or whatever. Guys, it's very, very dangerous to be doing shit like that. This is I don't even know what you want to call this. But I mean, the amount of influencers too that looked like they jumped into it, bought it, claimed, they literally shielded on the timeline as well, and just absolutely nuked everything was unbelievable. This went all the way to, maybe it went higher than I thought, 100 million? Bro, you're kidding. 140. When I checked it this morning, it was like 80. Yeah, this was the initial pump here. That's wild. So again, if anyone lost money on this, I'm sorry. That sucks. Please be careful jumping into some of these new I swear, new launches, guys. If you don't understand how they move, like I explained in my other video, jumping into new launches can get you wrecked. And I promise it is so dangerous. I always recommend, just if a coin is hype, keep it on your radar, come back to it in a month. When the hype is dead, then jump into it and check the community once the chart's down a lot. I mean, this is on a 5-minute time frame, but anyways, let's just see what's trending. We're just going to check everything out. And I'm not talking about the new launches. We got seen that a lot on the timeline. Billy dumped significantly over the last few, maybe week, 2 weeks. But that, again, I personally did not expect that. I think this is a really strong coin as well. But this one just, I kind of had a, good size correction here. I still think Billy's going a lot higher than it is. This one definitely has staying power, in my opinion. I'm just going to bring up another couple. Nope, not. Check out Michi. Michi as well, in my opinion, has a lot of staying power. This at some point will be making a new run. This I dropped in the Discord, 2 days ago? Yeah, just a potential trade. I think it looks really good going forward for Michi. Again, now that we got Solana really ripping, and if this pump with Bitcoin, ETH, Sol can sustain for a little while, I think we're going to see a lot of major Solana meme coins like Michi, even Whiff, Popcat, Michi, and a lot more other, pretty good size ones. I think they're going to start another move to the upside pretty heavily. So that was really good to see. But again, this video, I'm mainly just bringing you guys a bunch of random coins that still have a good amount of opportunity. Because again, I know some coins have pumped a lot already, literally in like a day. Let's check ETH as well. Yeah, MOG is all the way back to 600 million. This one, I think they went down to like 250, 300 million in market cap like 2 days ago. Go all the way from 800, 900 something million, 250 million back to 600. This game is not for the weak. I'm telling you. Seeing your net worth just go up and down, like, bro, unbelievable. Some of these coins, like I said, we're seeing a lot of bounces too from, some stronger projects as well. Yeah, Turbo's getting a little bit of a bounce. Yeah, OXO. So yeah, there's not too much else going on. I'd be curious to see going forward now in the next week or two what kind of new launches are coming out, mainly on ETH on the utility side. I'm gonna start looking to see if those are going to be, catching a lot of attention, or, if mainly meme coins are still going to be at the forefront. of the market in the next day, couple days. So outside of that, guys, just want to do a little bit of a overview. I got a video coming the next day or two on some Rune stuff slash Bitcoin DeFi, because there's a lot of different things going on in the Bitcoin DeFi space that I want to cover as well. And there are a ton of coins, or maybe not a ton, but at least a couple that I have very high conviction in right now. And there's definitely some newer ones that I've never covered on the channel. So I will be talking about those, going very in depth with some of them, and why I like them, why I'm bullish on them. So be on the lookout for those videos. But as of right now, for Solana ETH coins, very strong. And I'm gonna be probably covering a lot of Bitcoin DeFi over the coming week here. Because I look at my investment thesis for all this stuff. I have an ETH wallet, Solana wallet, and Bitcoin wallet. Those are mainly the three chains that I cover. And the narratives, utility plays are mostly on ETH, some on Bitcoin DeFi, very rarely Sol, but then obviously Sol is all the meme coins as a narrative, outside of a few. I think that's all you need for the cycle going forward. Bitcoin wallet, ETH wallet, Solana wallet. If you guys are just somewhat on top of all three of these, you're going to be well prepared for anything and everything going forward. So that's what I got for you guys today. I'll cover a lot more of that stuff, Bitcoin DeFi related stuff tomorrow in the next few days. But outside of that, I appreciate you guys watching. Check out those coins that I talked about, because a lot of them look like they have a lot of opportunity, like OXO and GraphLink, and a couple of those meme coins like Michi as well. So I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.